welcome out DJ-Ology, the science of DJing. I got a special guest here today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Detroit Dion, aka DJ-50one50 or 50one50 for my live Puerto Rock.
You know, I was talking to him earlier, and I was like, can you make that longer? I've had a lot of people ask me about my name, and I'm like, DJ King, and I was thinking about adding like the whole alphabet before I got to it, just to make it that much more complicated. But guys, once again, thank you for tuning in. Special guest, yes, I love doing what I'm doing, and if there's anybody out there, if you're in town, you want to schedule an interview, we will make it happen. The whole channel is about letting young DJs know what they're getting into when they decide that they want to be a DJ. So, we got a couple questions over here. It's going to be exciting, and I'm going to start with my first one. How long have you been DJing?
All right. If I had to put a date on it, I started with literally a tape player, one tape player, and a CD player because we didn't have money like that to go out and buy nice
hold on,
turntables.
Stop. This is a great question to ask. In fact, I'm going to add it to all my interviews. What do you consider a DJ? Before we even ask him how long he's been doing it, what do you consider a DJ?
What I consider a DJ, I guess the word broken down is disc jockey.
Yes.
Correct. So my whole, coming from a college campus area, Ann Arbor, Michigan, obviously, University of Michigan.
Couldn't tell.
Our idea of a DJ was just someone who put on, if you got records, if you can afford records, you throw some records on and you turn the party out and have fun.
Now, does it have to be a record?
When I started, I couldn't afford all that stuff, so it was a tape.
I remember when I started too, it was one of those, like, it wasn't even a boom box. It was just one of those squares, and it had extra speakers on the side, but two tape decks in the middle. And I would tear all that down, go to someone's house and be like, oh, let's play that song. Let's play that song. Nice. We weren't making the big bucks then, but you know, it was fun, right?
Oh, yes, we had a blast.
So how long have you been, since we'll start with Stone Age, and how long was your date on the Stone Age?
I guess entertaining, we didn't call them clients, they were just parties. So entertaining people, then probably 94, 95 is when I started having some fun with it.
That's pretty close to when I started. I started like in 96, yeah.
Yep, right around there.
Okay, so what got you interested in DJing?
Okay. As a lot of DJs say, when you saw a rocket, you know, like I saw that.
Are you gonna use that one?
That was good, but what really sold me was when I saw one of my friends who I didn't know DJ'd, and we went to a college party, and he's in the back, and he has two record players with the records, and he's putting them on, and I'm just watching them. I'm like, he's throwing all the music I like.
What was the song? What was like a song?
That was hip hop. That was 95-ish, and there was a little bit of R&B. I think he might have mixed in for the women, but it was probably anything from Gangstar to Wu-Tang.
Oh, wow.
And maybe took it back a little, you know, for some older hip hop, just for the people there.
And that really got a spark going for you?
That got me going. I was like, wow, I was already sold on the music, but I never thought of being a DJ till I saw one of my friends just walk up and start a DJ, and I'm like, and I didn't know he DJ'd really. Like, it was kind of like a secret he kept. And so I was like, wow, I like this, and I always like being around people, so I wanted something to entertain people, have fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's always good. I remember one of my experiences too. I was at a club at a college, and a guy was from New York City and tapped me on the shoulder. Can I hop on? And the guy just tore it up. And it was ever since then I was like, yeah, this is totally where I need to be at.
That's cool.
All right, so what is your forte in the round of the DJ world? Your
forte is in my niche.
As in, okay, this is what I need to do, and they call me because that's what I'm good at.
Definitely. I'm definitely in the wedding industry.
The weddings? Okay,
I do a lot of weddings, a lot of events like that, corporate. And I coined a term, champagne music, which is something I've been working on for a while. And that's something I learned when I was in Miami. And I was going into these beautiful hotels like Ritz-Carltons and this, and that's probably like 7, 8, 10 years ago. And this is before I understood like deep house or any of that stuff. And I would literally walk in these beautiful lobby lounges, and I would just listen to the music, and I was like, wow, I was like, they got some great music going on inside these lobby lounges. And to me, it always seemed weird because here in Orlando, it wasn't like the music had anything to do with the hotels.
Yeah.
But when I went to Miami, I saw this like connection of some music going along with the hotel industry. And so I just coined a little what I was doing with champagne music, which was like jazz, light bossa novas, deep house, smooth, soulish stuff.
And that's up your ballpark. That's what you like.
And that's started getting my little lane of what I enjoyed, because I love these luxurious hotels, and I love and I love the music. So I was like, you know what, I enjoy this.
Okay, so there's another question. You know, for the young DJs out there, what events would you just pass to somebody else?
Would I pass off?
Yeah.
If it's a hardcore, like Latin event,
And you get a lot of those.
Like I got salsa, bachata, you know, merengue and all that stuff. But if it's like a hardcore party, I'd rather pass it on off to a guy who's gonna perform it.
And probably someone who
better.
speaks the language too,
That
right?
too,
Like,
right.
I do that a lot too. Like I might pass it to a buddy of mine and be like, hey, they need someone who's bilingual.
Exactly.
you got this?
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been DJing? Like 20 some odd years, right? What keeps you motivated to continue?
For me, it's the music. I love music. Like, you know, I want to really get into production more seriously. You know, it's something I want to do. But I love music. I got in also to this industry because I love to party.
Well, most of us do.
That's
Guilty.
I know. So once I understood that there was a little bit of money in this industry, and like I always told my people, like, if you can get paid for what you love, so if I can get paid to party, you know, that's kind of how I looked at it.
Win-win.
That's how I looked at it right there. And, yep. Mm-hmm.
So I guess that leads into the next question. What is your favorite memory? I bet there's
memory.
a party involved.
Okay. This is one that it just stays with me. A lot of my DJ friends, you know, DJ Why Not, who's one of my favorite DJs who started.
Say that
here.
again? Who?
DJ Why Not.
Oh, do you know him?
Yeah, you know Tony? You know Tony Spill Garcia?
I totally do.
Yeah, man.
Back in the day, he was from Orlando.
Yep.
From Kinko's.
Yeah. Wow. I might have to tell him about that or send him this video. But anyways, I always loved his style. I always loved the music he was doing, and I was very into hip hop at that time.
Yeah.
So as he grew, I watched him grow as a DJ, and then when I saw him leave Orlando, went to Miami. We started going down to Miami once again a lot. And that beginning of the Wynwood phase where they were bringing in the beautiful arts, the food and the music, you know, trying to push a little bit of the griminess away. And we would go down there. It was like Bardo. I think it was before like Koyo Taco and all that stuff opened up. But we would enter into these places. Beautiful people, man. Beautiful people are there. But what turned me on so much was the way that they let him and other DJs play what they wanted.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was amazing. Like, you could go from Wu-Tang and you could literally put on Happy Days next. And the people would go crazy. And I never saw crowds like that.
Very open-minded,
that would
right?
allow that. When I sat there and I watched them like go from Wu-Tang to Happy Days and everyone's going crazy, in my mind, I'm like, everyone's going to stop dancing because he put on Happy Days, and to watch everyone.
That's super funny because I remember when Z-Trip was doing a lot of tricks like that, and people would be like, oh, you don't boo him, you know, and then he would come on and just tear it up and like really open up people's minds, which is really crazy. It just reminded me of what you were just talking about. And it's funny you say that Tony did that. Why not? You do know that Why Not is Tony spelled backwards, right? That's how he came up with the name.
How did I not know that?
You did know that, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's Why Not is Tony backwards. What struggles were the hardest to overcome, and what struggles were the easiest?
The hardest to overcome, I think this would probably be a good sector, which you probably might lean towards in your videos, me not understanding the business side.
Oh,
I mean, Jesus. Like, we have YouTube now and people like you to give us advice on what to do on the tax, on our whatever.
I don't think anybody could like prepare for all the things that are involved, right?
But I never understood the marketing, the business, the sales.
Yeah.
I didn't I just wanted to be a good DJ, but now I'm understanding as I grow in time, I have to understand the business side in order if I want to grow financially and just grow, period.
Yeah, there's a lot involved. The only thing I can suggest is like find what you're good at and then find somebody else who's good at something you're not good at. And then that'll just hopefully help you out with the things that you can't figure out. Like somebody else is always better at something that you're not good at, right?
So I agree totally. I'd rather pay my accountant to do my accounting than try and figure it out myself. And my web designer.
Well,
You know?
well, for me, it was like, man, I'm always good. I can perform at these shows, but I could never sell anybody because I wasn't very personable at the time. And I was like, I didn't understand how that worked. So I would always line up with someone who was personable, and they would go sell it, and I would just go do the show and be like, that was way easier.
Right. Yep, and I think that could boil down to, as you grow, like maybe possibly solopreneurs don't think about it, but developing a team.
Oh, of course, yeah. You're better in numbers than you are by yourself, right?
Yeah, you know.
Especially you can find good people that are around you.
Hell
you know?
yeah, yep.
What advice would you give your younger self?
To my younger self, I'm gonna look in the camera on this one. Practice. I can't stress that enough in anything. Practice. It's something that's really helped me grow as a DJ, and just the mindset of practicing. Even now, I still practice. I love to practice, but I know I need to be practicing all the time, just getting better. You know, technology, this, that.
You can always sharpen the knife, is what I like to call it, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so I got one last question for you. And I had to word it a certain way so I could remember how to ask it correctly.
Definitely.
Was there anything I should have asked but didn't?
Anything you should have asked but didn't? I mean,
I try to stump him, you know.
Yeah, right.
I could see the smoke coming out of his ears, you know.
I mean, this is conversation form, so you know however the conversation goes. But to the viewers, whether you're novice, mid-level, or high-level DJ, I think more towards the novices is just, you know, you've given me great advice. I think it's just developing a network system, relationships with DJs, people, different that, and just really just expanding your horizons, thinking bigger. And we really also have to watch out for hating on others, like hating on other DJs, hating on other people. We have to watch out for that because that's easy. You know what I mean? To hate on somebody. And it's really just develop your vision, where you want to go, and get around some real cool people like yourself and others that can help you look at that vision and expand that vision. And man, just, you got to put in the work. I think actually if I could leave the people with this, figure out what level you want to play at the game. We talked about this earlier.
Yes, he was telling me this earlier. This is good. Listen to this.
Like Olympics, you want to play the high level, the mid level, or the low level. Okay, you want to be the Kobe Bryant, the Olympian, the gold Olympian. You have to realize how much time they sacrificed away from their families. Oh, no holidays, no hanging out with the boys, practicing like these crazy rituals. You have to understand, if you want to get to that level, you're going to have to make some crazy sacrifices, which a lot of people aren't willing to do. I've seen people, I'm not willing to sacrifice Christmas. I'm not willing to sacrifice 2 years away from my children.
Well,
you know.
And of course, that goes with saying just being a DJ in general, like Christmas, the holidays, New Year's Eve. Those are high demand days.
Yeah.
Are you willing to sacrifice time, which can't get back time, right? In order to go sacrifice and work those holidays.
Yeah.
That's just something you have to ask yourself.
Yep.
Most people are okay with it because it pays a lot more, but you know, it's your life.
Yep.
That's why I think of it.
So definitely just figuring out what level you want to play the game. Mid-level's fine. Low level, all these levels are fine. You just need to figure out what level you're willing to sacrifice to.
Yeah, the sky is the limit.
You all right?
What are you willing to do for it?
What does KRS-One say? He said, everybody wants it, but how bad do you want it?
I'll tell you what, we're going to leave with that. Once again, thank you for coming in for the interview.
My pleasure.
And we'll get this on the channel pretty soon. Once again, DJ-Ology, the science of DJ. Thanks.
Peace.
All right.